Shut up and sit down.
Welcome everybody to the 3POA podcast episode 74. I'm your host LaserPants, also known as Ryan. I am joined, as always, by the man behind Action Force and the CEO of Valiverse, Bobby Valor.
What's up, gang?
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you? Nice shirt. The new shirt?
Man.
I don't have the bright green lettering one.
I know. Yours, those bigger sizes ones, for some reason, they weren't as bright as mine.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Hey, man, you read that however you want to read that.
I'm a little offended.
Well, you know.
I'm a little hurt.
Well, that's my goal on this show. I'm a mean guy. That's from what I hear, I'm one of the meanest guys in this entire community.
You are mean.
Even though, I make things like a breast cancer awareness action figure, give stuff away for free, and, but I'm a mean guy.
You know what else you make?
What's that?
Fixes for the gun on top of the Vanguard.
Hey, man. Listen, sometimes when you're running a multi-million-dollar company and trying to, do the job of 10 people and, design and, take care of your family, you tend to, I guess, miss stuff. Now, listen, a lot of people are like, dude, it's no big deal, because I was going back and forth with it because I was like, I didn't see it as a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But, some people just want to use it as fuel, but I decided to put that fire out. So I was like, I'll show them.
They like to lean into the one thing,
Well,
it's
it's
lean
funny
into
because
it, beat it up.
I haven't watched any of the Vanguard review videos. It's just been too busy. I don't spend my every waking hour, in the toy community and toy industry. I have a life and stuff, but every now and then people will tell me oh, this guy said this or this guy said this. And it's just like, you get, the Hasbros with the Hasbro shaft in their mouth.
Ooh.
And, you get a bee and a punk thinking they're experts on plastic. And before you know it, it's just like, oh, yeah, let's just make that go viral. And it's just like, okay, well, you get one idiot saying something about the plastic, and then the haters who don't even own one, have never even felt one. Oh, it's cheap plastic. Is it? Do you have one? Do you own one? I bet you do. I bet you actually bought one. But it's just like, I love the plastic experts out there. And then you get another dickhead who I don't like, but actually called people out and was just like, dude, the plastic's the same as the his tank. And it's like, yeah dickheads. So it's ABS plastic.
There we go.
So it's just like, go get a pair of calipers and measure the wall thickness of the his tank, and then go measure the wall thicknesses of the Vanguard, and then explain to me how the plastic is cheap. It's plastic, dickheads. And again, these two idiots who then compounded into, a bunch of blind, ball gogglers, just going off of what these two idiots said. It's just like, okay, bunch of experts out there. How long you guys been in the toy industry that you're experts on plastic? But I was like, fine, okay. You want to bitch about something? Fine, I'll show you. Okay, and we'll give it away for free. So what are you going to say now? But it's like, that's the thing. It's like, I invite Noah to the office, cancer survivor. I give cash away in tins. I do all sorts of other stuff. The breast cancer awareness figure. It's like giving this away for free. But I'm a mean guy. I'm a mean guy, and I'm the worst thing that ever happened to the toy industry. If I was the worst thing that ever happened to the toy industry, why am I still in business?
I mean, you're mean to me at shows. You're like yelling at me.
Well, yeah, I have to be. I have to be, because I have to keep up the persona. I want people to see that in real life. Like, I have to be the mean guy, But, punks, bees, keep gobbling that Hasbro D all the way, baby. You guys are great at it.
So, but ABS is like ABS is ABS?
ABS is ABS. Yeah. ABS is ABS is ABS. Like,
that's what I thought.
For instance, like the stands, these stands right here are the same exact ABS plastic that was used on all the thousands of Action Force stands before this one. You know what? These are actually thicker, so they're more durable than the old stands. So how are these different than all the stands that you have already? That's the thing. It's like, but you just got to say something. You have to. I got to say something. I have to give my expert opinion, because I have to make it look like I'm, I don't like this thing. And this is like, listen, you don't have to like it, but at the same time, it's like, the thing is awesome. The thing is awesome. And, it's well under the average price of a vehicle that size. But, listen, you got hundreds moving out the office like every other day, and people want to bitch. I don't give a shit. We're selling them. People are buying them. So I don't care. I got a bunch of rental properties that I could pick from to go into, because I have all this space, this free rental space in other people's heads. I could just pick and choose. Like, oh, I want a vacation over here. I want a vacation over here. I want a vacation over here. It's awesome. I love it.
V. Conley is savage, man. He is roasting people.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. I don't want to bring his comment up again.
Well, now I want to go back and find it.
He said that these guys are here. I'll bring it up. Do you see it?
I don't see it, but
those guys comparing plastics also compare themselves to their wives' sex toys. Damn. For the jugular, V. Conley.
Love it.
Ouch.
Love it.
Omar says he's mean. Should never come out of a grown man's mouth.
I know, right?
He's mean.
He's mean.
I wish he wasn't so mean.
He's mean. Man, there are a bunch of soft ass dudes in toy collecting. Like, just so soft.
Right here, Titan. Right here. Right there. You like that, Casey Jones? Not bad, huh? I did just see... hold on, let me see if I can find this. Bees Battleground says, so do you need to be an expert to say plastic is good? Weird, I guess I missed me praising Hasbro. He's answering you to your face.
Dude, same exact fucking stand as all the other ones. So when you... it seems like cheap plastic. Yeah, fucking expert. Yeah, it's the same stand. It's the same stand. Wall thickness is actually thicker than the ABS on all the previous stands. Good job there, pal.
Mrs. LP with the, do I even try it? I can't. No, I'm not. See, I shouldn't have done that. I'll never live that one down. Can't be like Disturbed.
It was a valiant effort.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Valiant effort.
Yeah. So, okay. I had another question about the Vanguard. I put mine in my display today, right there.
Ooh, there you go.
I took that tiny little Jeep out. I had that old RC Jeep in there, but I took that out. You can't even see it. It's in front of my tan Vanguard, which I haven't put in yet. But I've been opening a lot of Vanguards lately. I got 4 of them right now. I don't have 5.
Why do you buy those cheap things, man?
I like cheap stuff. You know why? Because then more of my money stays in my bank account.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, I have 4 Vanguards, not 5. Just saying.
Maybe you should order one more.
Maybe. Okay, let's go to the chat.
Actually, don't. Company's going out of business anyway. We're not selling anything.
Will it even ship?
Probably not.
God damn.
Probably not.
Impossible Pie says, if you say it's a soccer mom SUV in your review, then your review is crap. You knew what it looked like for a year. If you didn't like the way it looked, why did you buy it?
That's like the other thing is like, how many times have I showed the Vanguard and did unboxing? I did unboxing with you, and it's just like, wait a second, like the turret not moving up and down was a shock to everyone. Like it was the end all be all. Like that killed the item. Bunch of idiots, man. Bunch of idiots.
It's a hot soccer mom. Johnny number 5 says, I heard giveaways. No, I did enough giveaways on the last show. Someone said, oh, here it is. Weeboo Jones. I got mine for $150 with the Labor Day sale. Absolutely.
Oh, nicely done.
Now, with that Labor Day sale, was it also free shipping on the Vanguard?
Sure. Yeah, the Vanguard's always free shipping.
Always free shipping.
Free shipping no matter what. But I'm a mean guy. You know.
All right, we got some super chats.
Just awful.
The worst.
Awful. The worst.
V. Conley, thank you so much, man, for the tater chat. He says, all aboard the Joe Lana hype train.
Ooh.
That's right, a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
The last weekend of September?
Is that 27th, 28th, 29th? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guess, geez, time's going by so fast. Guess what happened last week?
What happened last week?
I became the father of a high schooler. My kid's in high school.
Whoa.
It's nuts.
I like it.
And I was a butthead when I was a high schooler. Let me tell you.
I got 2 kids in elementary school now, so it's just like,
yeah.
Ooh. Seeing them get on the bus, I'm like, ooh, this is weird.
Yep. Jason Evangelista, thank you for the super chat. No message, but I appreciate you. Larry Menchaca, thank you for the tater chat. Thanks, Bobby, for the Labor Day sale. I got 3 Vanguards.
Ooh, thanks, man.
Yeah, that's
Glad
awesome.
You dug it. You might be the only one buying it, man. Why, don't buy that crap. It's junk. It's junk.
Let's see here. Grizzly Nightmare 80, thank you for the super chat. Do any of you have figures from the 1988 Dino Riders toy line? And why is the 1987 Dino Saucers toy line so rare? Keep up the great content. Thank you.
So, yeah, I got a Dino Riders in my case out there. Go watch my YouTube video, my office tour. I think you'll see it. And then why the Dino Saucers line was so rare is because the show didn't last long and the toy line didn't perform well. So they had like a couple figures come out in the US and then the rest went to South America by this company called Glasslight. And they're like, anything done by Glasslight is incredibly rare, super hard to find. So because those figures were just relegated to South America, they were just hard to get. It's kind of like the blank in Canada, something like that. So that's why Dino Saucers is hard. But if you like Dino Riders, there's a guy I follow on Instagram. He's got this unbelievable Dino Riders, like his whole basement, and it's done like really classy with really nice glass shelves and things like that. He's got like every single Dino Riders figure, prototypes, unreleased things, all sorts of stuff. He's got a good page. Go follow that one.
I have no Dino Riders, but how cool would it be if someone brought that line back as a 6-inch toy line today?
No, I mean, listen, it's hard to, with Jurassic Park, it's hard to do another dinosaur line.
What if someone just made kits for the Jurassic Park dinosaurs from Mattel? I
mean, I guess
that would be cool.
Stop needling me. You and
dinosaurs with lasers, Bobby, with lasers.
You guys keep pushing me to do these dead brands. There's a reason they're dead.
Can dinosaurs ever be dead? That sounds weird now that I said it out loud.
Well, but I guess their fossils live forever.
Dinosaurs are always cool. They never really go away. No one ever really dies. Horrible Star Wars quote. Thank you, Grizzly Nightmare. I don't have any. Now, I don't know why. First of all, Omar says, steal his weed, LaserPants. I mean, I will.
Weed.
No, well, my kid's in high school now, so he thinks
that's right.
Now that my kid's in high school, he'll start smoking weed.
Listen, you better hope that that's the least of what he does. I'm like terrified
nowadays
for my kids. It's just like, I'm going to have that talk with my son real early. Be like, look, if you need them, I'll go buy them for you. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Let's see here. Our chat is obsessed with hair. I always get comments about hair. Now you're getting them, Bobby. Bobby growing his hair.
I am. I decided to change it up a little bit.
Bobby growing hair on top.
My wife made a comment to me, and she knows I like, it's like, listen, you say something to me, you give me a challenge, I'm going to come at you 110%. But she was like, we're coming up on our 10-year anniversary in a couple weeks, and she said something like, you don't look like the man I married, because I had like no beard and hair, and I was like, I'll show you. So I was like,
you gonna shave the beard?
I'm not going to shave the beard. I'm definitely not going to shave the beard. Maybe go a little shorter. But I've been trimming down, toning up, and she's like, "Ooh, look at you." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about."
You're like, that's right, baby.
That's right, baby.
All right. Yeah, a lot of comments about hair. M. Vargo, thanks for being a channel member for 13 months now. And HGC says, with a super chat, thank you, HGC. Tonight's topic, ooh, that thickness. Ooh. You like that one? I don't know if you like that one.
I don't like that one. I don't.
Let's see here. Samuel Edwards says, shaving sucks. Yes, Tony Horton says, hit the like button. Please hit that like button. We got 122. Almost 300 people watching. Oh, we do have 300 people watching because we are dual streaming now on Twitter, on X.
Ooh.
On X.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, we stream on X, and YouTube in case someone decides to nefariously copyright strike us and take the show down. It's still up on X for everyone to watch.
There you go.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe one day X will be the dominant streaming platform, and we'll start getting a check from Elon Musk. That might be kind of nice, huh?
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right. Any more? No. Tory Black. Yeah, we can talk about this, actually. We are talking about Marvel Legends tonight. There was a Marvel Legends leaked list that I saw David Displays Model Behavior talk about on his channel. I want to go through it myself. We've got some opinions on it, and we've got some opinions on the Haslab situation at Marvel. I'm not going to go into it much more than that right now, but we will get into it. But did you see what the Lockjaw price is?
I did not.
So it's Lockjaw and Crystal in a 2-pack.
Yeah.
The Inhumans.
Yeah.
$70.
Ooh.
And Lockjaw he only has articulation at the shoulders. Nothing at the elbows. Like, I know I'm talking about a dog here. Nothing at the knees or elbows if dogs had those. Yeah. It looks like minimal paint on him. It just looks really cheap, and it's $70.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, guys,
so if he's a $25 figure, you're telling me that he's a $45 figure?
That's what they're trying to tell you.
That's a real tough sell, man.
I mean, if they took the junkyard and just scaled it up to Lockjaw size with all that articulation, and like that much paint, I could almost see it. Right?
You know who was the first one to do Lockjaw? You
in the con box set.
Yeah, and granted that thing the only articulation it had was in its jaw, but I remember.
But that's not. We know that's not the fault of the designers.
Well, yeah.
Their hands are tied by budget, right?
Yep.
So,
but I mean, didn't Mezco do a Lockjaw a few years ago?
They did, and I didn't get it because I'm like,
it was really good, wasn't it?
It was Lockjaw and Black Bolt 2-pack, and my whole thing was, Mezco will never do all the Inhumans.
Yeah.
They'll never finish that team. So I'm like, I'm going to skip it because I know Marvel Legends eventually gets to everything, and we'll get like a Lockjaw Build-A-Figure.
Yep.
Now I'm kicking myself because I want that Lockjaw for Mezco, and I'm sure the price has shot up. I haven't even looked. But Johnny Number Cinco, why would you stop? He says, I stopped putting Marvel Legends in my ass years ago. How would you?
Well, I'm glad you did that. I mean, the thing is, like, I can't speak for everyone. This is just my opinion, is that I don't think people care about Crystal. It's like people want Lockjaw. So it's like, you're going to spend $70 for, and then get a figure you don't really want. Like, at least the Mezco one came with Black Bolt.
Right. And the Black Bolt we got from Legends is on the Bucky Cat body. It's old.
Oh.
So it's almost like if they're going to finish the Inhumans now, it's like, well, you might as well give us the new Black Bolt and Medusa.
Who are they missing?
They've done Medusa and Black Bolt and now Lockjaw and Crystal.
They did Medusa years ago, though.
They did her twice.
Okay.
Yeah. They made her twice.
Gotcha.
And they did, the dude with the big head and the skinny guy. But he was on the Spider-Man, I forget his name, but he was on the Spider-Man, the old Spider-Man body.
Okay.
The old Pizza Spidey body.
Yeah.
Karnak. Thank you, Jeremy Kimberlin. Karnak. And then, Medusa was a Walgreens exclusive. All those figures are old and dated, and they need to be redone.
See, that's the problem when you don't get to, like, finalizing a team and doing all the members, because then you have, like, the ones you did do on dated bodies. You're like, shit, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. That's the way it goes. I mean, by the time they get to finishing a team, it's like the figures they already put out need to be redone because they're old and dated. And that keeps happening. And that's, I think, obviously that's the plan. That's how they keep you.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you on the comeback. There's a cure for cancer out there, right? There is a cure, but they're not making money on it, so you're not getting that.
100%.
They're making money on the treatment. Keep coming back. Chet Manley, thanks for the super chat. He says, Bobby, I'm not saying you have to make them, but I need you to get the SWAT Cats license just to protect it from, like, Super 7 or something.
Listen, no, I don't want to protect it. They want to, listen, you make your bed, you sleep in it. Nacelle, Super 7, Boss Fight, you want to get, like, dead, like, brands? Go right ahead. I'll sit back and watch and collect my money from Action Force while you guys are struggling to get this shit sold. Like, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. Like, who wants this stuff? Like, seriously, who wants this stuff? There's a reason it didn't survive then. There's even less of you guys now. So,
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff and, like, have it be successful. It might have, like, a short run. It's like, there's just not that many fans of these dead licenses anymore. Not enough to keep it alive and make it viable. Just not.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to get that stuff. I think that's why, Hasbro doesn't bring back Mask. It's a lot of money into that tooling. And there's not a big, I know that we all would like to think there's a big enough audience for Mask, but there probably isn't.
Well, I was
not
just
the prices they'd have to charge.
I was just having a talk with someone, ex Hasbro, and they were very high up, and they were talking about how they, there was a team that was put together to foster those things, the Visionaries, Mask, Stretch Armstrong, like, but they never went anywhere. They never went anywhere. And it's like, I get it. I get you guys are mad. Like, how can Hasbro be sitting on Mask and, like, not do anything with it? It's like, listen, guys, if they're $1 billion company, I may hate them, but they're $1 billion company, which means they're very smart about figuring out what the right strategic moves are. If they have information that says, yeah, Mask is not a viable option, if they're going to retail, like, hey, we want to do Mask, and retail's like, nah, like, you guys think, like, the 10 of you screaming really loud on social media saying, but I want it, is really going to get $1 billion company to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into tooling to make something that's not going to sell, it's not going to sell. Why do you think I'm so picky about a license? I'm just like, yeah, I got White Dragon because it was one item. It wasn't that big of a risk. But it's like, even that, the movie's delayed and stuff. So it's just like, it's a good thing it's one item because it's a risk. I'm certainly not going to like get into certain things. There was when I signed that contract for that license that I told you that they defaulted on. I'm so glad I didn't get that license because looking back on it now, I'm just like, that would have been bad. That'd have been really bad. So it's like, I get it, guys. I get you want it. Just because you want it does not mean that it is economically viable.
I can't wait till we can talk about that license.
I know. I could probably talk about it now. They've been laying off thousands of people left and right, selling off pieces of that company left and right. So it's kind of like it's just a matter of time before they sell that license or they get bought out by someone else, and then I'll talk about it.
Okay. Real quick, so there's some comments in the chat here. Yo Joe Jerk says the Ollies and Crystal, the Lockjaw and Crystal will be an Ollie's exclusive with that price. And then Woody222 said something interesting. He said, I don't think they'll go to Ollie's because they're fan channel exclusives. But we have seen
Sergeant Slaughter went to Ollie's.
Sergeant Slaughter is a great example. Like that Hasbro has dumped a warehouse full of crap to the shelves of Ollie's before. That's what all that Eternals and all the Black Panther and Shang-Chi stuff, that was from Hasbro Pulse. So you could absolutely get fan channel stuff at Ollie's and Ross and everything.
Speaking of Ollie's, I'm actually going to my first ever Ollie's this week.
You've never been to one?
I've never been to an Ollie's. And Matt is coming to film this week, and we are going to go do an Ollie's tour.
Oh, so, I can't wait for that video.
I know. I'm pretty psyched.
That's going to be great.
I'm pretty psyched.
All right, let's see here.
Make sure you guys go watch the new video today. I'm sure you guys do, but I got to say it. I got to plug the channel.
Yes, you talked about action figure packaging.
I sure did.
Yeah, it was good.
Sure did.
Thanks again, Chet, for that super chat. Much appreciated. Blue Jay Entertainment, Tony Robles, thank you for the tater chat. That price for the Legends Lockjaw is criminal. Agreed. Robert's Infinite Realms, thanks for the tater chat. Bobby, I don't 1/12th vehicle, and I love the Vanguard. Also, thanks for the weapons tin. Dug into it today for some good weapons for Retro Beachhead.
Awesome.
What gun should Retro Beachhead have?
In my line, my stuff's more modern. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I've done so many weapons. I have to remember my whole library. So,
all right. Collector, Bobby, which Vanguard's going to sell out first?
I would have originally said the gray one, but the tan one has now like pulled even with the gray one. The tan muddy is the top muddy seller. But I mean, listen, we ordered a bunch, but they're going fast. Like the Vanguards are going fast. So I would imagine, it's like, I'm just trying to think, like Series 4 came out in January and we are about 80% through all of our stock of it. The Vanguards, I would imagine, will probably sell out sometime next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Headcanon. Oh, wait. We got a tater chat from DJ Bill Utley. Thank you. How about a Venture Brothers or Archer line, Bobby?
Guys, you got to come to me with something that's going to sell. Come to, like, literally, I'm waiting for someone to come to me where I'm just like, ooh, I'm actually going to look into that. You guys are coming to me with these niche ass things, man. Come on. Come to me with something good. Think of this like Shark Tank. You got to come to me with a good idea. You
know what's selling really good right now, and I thought it would sit around, is the who is it? Spin Master? Or I think it's Jazzware's Simpsons line.
Oh, I thought Spin Master took that over.
Is it Spin Master that
is it Jazzware's?
It's one of them.
Okay,
but that's flying off the shelves.
Is it really? Yeah, because it's not $55 and Mo's not missing
55.
his apron. So
and it's the main friggin' cast.
It's
It's
the main
not
cast,
random, secondary and D-list characters in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jack Specific. Thank you, Omar.
Jax. Still
Now,
in the game.
wait, Junkion says Jazzwares. Minex says Jax. It's Jax. Yeah. Jax. We got Nika Tronos with the Tater Chat. Thank you, Bobby. Rhea Ripley as Pandora in Action Force movie.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley, I mean, she's good. I don't know if she can act, but I don't know. She's good. Don't get me wrong. She could probably pull off Pandora, but that's not who I picture as Pandora. But I also got a weird thing about like wrestlers in movies. I'm not saying we're not having any. I'm just saying one, maybe two, but that's about it.
If Action Force was a Netflix show, do you think Pandora would be like Jada Pinkett Smith?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You don't know the meme?
I don't.
Netflix just makes everyone black in all their shows.
Oh, do they?
That's like an internet meme. Yes.
Oh, I was unaware of that.
Haven't you ever been on the internet? God.
I try not to.
Oh.
I try not to. The internet's full of toxicity, and mean people like me.
It's great. Yeah. Let's see. Headcanon, thank you for the super chat. He says, would anyone buy new mask after seeing the effort they are currently putting into G.I. Joe? I mean, I don't want that many vehicles. I don't want to buy 3 3/4 or 2-inch scale, which is what mask was originally. And if it was 6-inch scale, it'd be so expensive.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, if you start doing, and knowing Hasbro, it's like, if they did mask, they would re-release the old stuff. But it's like, we have the old stuff. Do something new. I've been on like this anti-nostalgia kick, because all you toy fans want is nostalgia shit. And it's like, someone makes something new or tries something new, and you're like, no, I don't have any attachment to it. It's like, how about you just what about a new show? Do you watch a new show, or you only watch shows based on stuff from your childhood? So close-minded, guys. You could still love your nostalgia stuff, but it's just like, if no one creates anything new, what do your kids have, or what does the next generation have to go off of? You can like new stuff.
Yeah. So
I think if they did mask, people would just want same old. It's like, that's such low-hanging fruit shit, man.
Yeah, they got to make it an offshoot of Transformers or something. Humans found, Transformer tech, and they put it into cars. And
well, that was what their original plan was, with the movie. That was how they were going to tie that in when they were doing their Hasbro Universe stuff. And that's how they were going to do the mask movie. But when you go to Paramount and they're like, what the hell is mask? We don't want that. Right. We want something proven, like G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe's made money for us. And Hasbro's like, no, we want you to do mask. So when your IP holder is arguing with the movie studio who owns the rights, it's like, that's a bad recipe right there.
What was the name of the company that built Knight Rider? It wasn't like Knight Industries, was it?
I forget. I just watched Tony's video too.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But you could tie that in. That'd be it would probably suck though. Peter Sir says he wants you to get the Street Humans license. You probably could. You probably could.
Probably.
Want me to DM Shartimus for you?
I could always call him myself, but
okay.
I think I'm good.
All right. I mean, I'm just saying, you could.
I think I'm good.
Valorverse Street Humans. Should we move on?
You know what I should do? Because I could probably get it out a hell of a lot quicker. I should do a 4-inch Vietnam soldier line. And I could probably get it out really fast.
There's probably a market for that.
Probably, hey, maybe a bunch of people just got money back, so they have money to use something.
Hey.
It's really funny. I bet I could pull it up real quick.
That's how you got my money, dude. I mean, there was this other line called Army Alphas, and I was like, hey, Give me my money back. Put it into. Yeah.
Speaking listen, everyone wants me to buy dead shit. I should just start buying like dead stuff, like Invincible Toys and Marauders. And
oh man, you should get
buy
Army
Boss
Alphas
Fight really cheap. You should buy what?
You should buy Army Alphas.
Oh God.
Can we find Austin Gentry?
You know, it's not like he's going to come out soon, man. I should just trademark Army Alphas and just make that. Listen, I'm going to make an Army Alphas line so that people could feel like, oh shit, I actually got what I want. Like I got my Army Alphas line by the guy who told you not to buy that line. That would be awesome.
Brian Stevenson says Airwolf. We got I'm going to get you sucker line. Mortal Kombat. No one can get Mortal Kombat right now. Yeah. Lawrence Howard wants to know if there's any new comics in the works.
I know, like, I want to be able to share this. I can't share it yet. There's stuff on the horizon that's big. So just hang tight.
Real quick, we got to get into our topic. We're like 37 minutes into the show.
All you guys and your chats and your comments, your super chats. Why are you here?
Don't worry. Hot Banana Water going to get to you. And Mython. Zakanen says Jada Pinkett would play Bobby Vala in the Netflix Valaverse documentary.
That would be hilarious.
Junkion says, you keep her name out of your mouth. And then HGC says Will Smith would play LaserPants. How dare you? Okay. All right. Let's get into our topic. So there was this leaked list, Marvel Legends for 2025. I'm sure it's all 100% true. But starting off, X Factor, Jean Grey, and Cyclops. The original X Factor was Jean Grey, Cyclops, Angel, Iceman, and Beast.
Yes.
Here, let me bring
but
this up.
But it was Beast with no fur and just regular Angel before Archangel.
X Factor?
X Factor.
No, you're thinking that was X. Wait, did Beast go back to human form for X Factor?
Yeah, Beast was human in X Factor.
But then he must have switched to Beast again, because there he is in blue.
Oh. I could have sworn he was regular. Hold on.
You want to look it up?
I'm looking it up.
But well, I mean, first of all, they just gave us this.
Oh yeah, X Factor #1. He was Blue Beast. I could have sworn he was human. But oh yeah, see, I'm looking at a cover where he's human.
Yes, yeah. So HGC says X Factor #1, he had fur, then he lost it, then he got it again.
Got it. Okay. See, I didn't know I was crazy.
So they got to get us a decent Iceman, because they've never done a good Iceman. Ever.
That is true.
Every Iceman has been.
They need to bring back some like old 90s stuff and do color change. Like put that dude in the freezer.
In Marvel Legends, though, I don't know if they do that for Marvel Legends.
I would. Shit, man.
They're not really action feature like heavy in the line. They're kind of just here's all the articulation you need, and that's
I need to do color change because I did all the other gimmicks. I need to do color change.
Well, I mean, again, another team that they're starting now. I mean, we kind of got this Angel this year. I mean, that's pretty much the Angel, even though the one we got isn't like the full X on his chest like this one. But whatever, it's basically the right Angel.
See, did they do, because this is the Cyclops, the blue and yellow. I like the blue and white one.
They've done that one on the.
They have done
mold.
that one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it'll be like this Jean and this Cyclops from this version of the team.
What body you think that Cyclops will be on?
Vulcan.
Okay.
Vulcan is like their new go-to. It's their replacement for Bucky Cap. So
they'll just reuse the head. So there's gonna be nothing new on Cyclops.
That's correct. That is correct, Bobby.
Yeah.
Man, I need a drink.
You all right?
I just, I want to pour some of this into a glass with ice.
Oh,
if only I had a glass with ice. My favorite whiskey glass. Are you listening up there? Okay. Okay, so we're getting Cyclops and Jean. According to this, it even says green and yellow. So
I wonder if that'll be a 2-pack. Probably.
Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, they've done Cyclops and Jean in a 2-pack before. X-Force. Now, this is what I'm talking about, baby.
All right.
X-Force
Ooh.
with Warpath and X-23. Now, we got the X-23 and the Warpath before. Both of them are very dated. So updates to those will be welcome. That newer... Go ahead.
Better sell those San Diego Comic-Con packs because that value is going to go down.
Dude, and we were just talking about that at San Diego Comic-Con. Me and Doug, right?
Uh-huh.
Be like Doug, Doug.
Be like Doug, guys. Be like Doug.
We're at this notorious, Marvel Legends dealer at the show, and he has that box set with Archangel, Wolverine, and X-20. Not X-20. It's actually Psylocke. And he wants $400 for it, and I suppressed the laugh, because even on eBay it sells for like $200, $250.
I remember I had 3 of those in my office at one point.
Recently?
No.
No. Well, anyway, that thing's gonna tank. Like I would have, dude. Honestly, I would have paid him like $250 for it right there, right then and there. You okay? Here. So what you guys aren't seeing is there's a lot of boxes and packages from Vanguards over there on the floor, and she has to navigate her way around. She just threw bubble wrap at me.
Not my fault.
So
not my fault.
Look at that. Asking you shall receive. But yeah, so that 3-pack, no one's going to want it now.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll get $100 for it if he's lucky. It's like, dude, you should have sold it to me. I'd have given you $200 for it, and you'd have been fine.
Well, that's like I was talking about it in the video from last week or the week before. It's like these guys, they sit on stuff waiting for that top dollar price, but it's like, dude, eventually the market's going to soften, or they're going to come out with another version that's going to replace that. Stupid.
Yep. With Marvel Legends, if you're a flipper, don't hang on to them for too long.
Yep.
Dragon Man has been the best one to hang on to up until San Diego Comic-Con. Like, that thing is like 14, older than that. It's like 16 years old, I think. Older.
Wow.
And they're finally doing another Dragon Man. So, okay, so now Warpath was in a 2-pack with Deadpool, and there was a variant with this one in like an X-Force Deadpool. So, and that was on that old body that they put the Wrecking Crew on. The newer Warpath body from the Strong Guy wave is actually really good. It's the same one as Omega Red. That's a pretty damn good body. So I'm sure that's what they'll do here. It'll just be a repaint of that, which is, that's what it should be. V. Conley says $400 for a Marvel Legends 2-pack. It was a 3-pack, but still, yes. He says, I would have Charlie Murphy laughed at him, right? Yeah. I mean, even Doug was like, look, do you want to keep carrying that thing around? And I'm sitting there like, Doug, it's fine. I'm going to walk away.
Yeah, dude, the name of the game is to move inventory. Yeah. Move it.
And the guy was like, well, I just like people to come over and look at it because then maybe they buy something else. And I'm looking behind his booth, and I'm like, he's got Marvel Legends that I could go to Ross right now and buy for $12. He's got them for, $30. Like, no one's buying anything from you, dude. And if they are, I mean, is there like a ton of suckers that just walk into San Diego Comic-Con and don't know anything, and they're buying like, Eternal figures for $30 each? Like, what?
Dude, I walk around shows and I'll go by booths and I'm like, that guy's not going to make money. That guy's not going to make money. That guy'll make a little bit of money. But it's like seeing these guys bring this stuff that is not going to move. It's like guys are bringing Power of the Force 2 figures trying to get $15 a piece or $20 a piece. I'm like, bro, I'd be pressed to give you $5 a piece. Like, we'll make a deal for like $4 a piece if you got a bunch. It's like, dude, no one's going to buy that stuff.
How about I give you $20 for that huge box full of Power of the Force 2 figures you got right there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you don't have to put it back in your car.
Exactly. And listen, a lot of guys are like, yeah, let's move it. But there's those guys that are just like, nope, I'm going to sit on it.
Next up is X-Force Archangel, and this is the one in that 3-pack. This is like this is like one of my last holy grails of Marvel Legends.
Yeah, that was a great figure.
It
chrome
is.
wings. He had the chrome wings. It was chrome paint they used, which for back then, shoot, when was that? That was like 2012 when that set came out.
Yeah.
And like that chrome paint was still new as far as like being used on like toys.
Right.
So like that was cool that they did it for a Comic-Con item. Now it's like it's so much it's a lot cheaper to use that paint now. So they better give you that chrome paint again on those wings.
I really hope they do that super shiny chrome again.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Have they done new Archangel wings since those ones?
No, they did like the regular like blue and pink Archangel with those wings, but they weren't chromed.
Okay, but what I'm saying is they didn't do a new sculpted set of wings.
No, it was the same wings.
Okay, so I wonder, he'll obviously be a deluxe figure.
Yeah.
Will they splurge and do new wings for him, or will they just reuse those old wings and just give you a new body? That's the $1 million question. Now,
yeah,
I was going to find a chance to bring this up, which now is a perfect opportunity. Because there's been a lot of speculation about the Disney license. And I've been hearing a lot from insider sources that most likely Hasbro will not have the Disney license anymore.
That's what I heard.
They did make a pitch for another superhero license. But
we can't say what that is.
No, at least not yet. Let's listen. Toy fairs next month. You're going to find all this stuff out then.
Okay.
I mean, I said superhero license. I'm pretty sure. Listen, you can Google when McFarlane's deal is up on DC. I can give you a hint. It's next year.
I think you just said it.
At least that's what the Google said. So to me, it's just like, okay, well, I bet you. And the thing is, like, all the toy companies, they know when IP contracts are up. So I could bet your ass that Mattel, Jazzwares, Spin Master Jacks, McFarlane, they've all made a pitch for Marvel. All of them. Marvel, Star Wars, they've all done it. Because it's out there in the open. Because those deals are up next year. And if you want those contracts, you got to get them now. And then announce it at Toy Fair to be able to have time to get product on shelves in time for when the switchover is. Now, I've said before that Hasbro should not get the Disney license back. I think it's bad news for them. They don't know what to do. Just give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody else who's going to try something new. I used to think that they were going to lose the kid portion of it and keep collector, but at this point, they've been doing collector so long, I don't think it matters anymore. I think someone else can do collector. McFarlane's stuff sells really, really well. Retail sees that. So,
could you imagine the absolute garbage Star Wars figures that McFarlane would make?
Well, but the thing is, just because, like, I don't think one company will get both. It's not a package deal.
I think they're going to chop it up a lot.
Yeah.
On the next go around.
My thing is, and this leads to what the Archangel thing. It's like, I bet you they're not going to tool new wings because it's like that's going to be their last year. They know it, guys. There's a reason why. Listen, guys, I'm speculating. I'm speculating that it's going to be their last year.
Right.
Because I'm reading the writing on the wall. Now, anyone with half a brain can figure this out. This isn't like something that I'm just like, I know sources. Like, no, I'm figuring this out because I know what to look for. Look at how soft San Diego Comic-Con offerings were. Look at how soft compared to what Marvel and Star Wars used to do.
There wasn't a Marvel Legends exclusive at
Exactly.
There wasn't. It was the first to market Death's Head.
And it was a one single figure, not a box set.
Yep.
And now, like, look, no Haslab, no Marvel Haslab plan. This is the Star Wars, the Cantina. That was it. So it's kind of like, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious they're gearing up to not have this license anymore. So, that's why it's like you look at this list, a lot of it could be done with very minimal tooling.
True.
Yeah.
Star Wars to Jazzwares, Marvel to McFarlane, LFG. Yeah.
Maybe.
LFG. Oh,
listen, Toy Fair is going to be really interesting in October. Really, really interesting.
Poc Photos makes a good point, but you get a Rancor at retail release. That's true.
Yeah.
Todd McFarlane would do the monsters really cool.
Yeah.
Like that. That's where he would shine if he were to get Star Wars.
Yep.
Now keep in mind, comment whatever you want on the replay. That's fine. Leave all the comments you want, guys. We're speculating. Okay.
Speculating.
It's all speculation. Okay. Based on sources and what they've said. Yeah. Okay. Now listen. We talked about this on the last show. You said I should get some sort of Seinfeld whatnot music for 5 memberships, right?
Oh yeah. Something stupid.
I don't know, Bobby. Kind of like this. Okay. Because we got Zakanen! Zakanen with 5 3POA podcast memberships. Thank you so much, Zakanen, for giving up them 5 memberships to our wonderful chat.
I thought that music was the 10 membership one.
It's going to be 5 because we haven't got 10 in a long time, Bobby. And people like this song. And we're going to party. John Garrett, Liquid Momentum. Shane Shooter, Keys Collects. And Not Top Goon were gifted memberships from Zakanen. You're not going to party, Bobby?
No. Listen, I'm not giving it away for free. I mean, listen, you want to downgrade to 5? You're an easy target. But nope. Nope. I mean, thank you, Zakanen, but Ryan's just giving away that bump in music for nothing.
I need a drink. I like Zakanen too, though. I like saying his name.
It's a good name.
Zakanen. Yeah. Zakanen says, I do like that song. Good. All right. This is going to be a long show. Okay. Let's get back to the list here. So we got X-Force Archangel, Dark Avengers Moonstone. How about that, huh? Woo! Probably on the same body as the new Carol Danvers Warbird, I would think. Seems like that would make sense. Different legs. You'd have to have different legs, but rounding out the Dark Avengers. Actually, no, I mean, they've done Daken, but it's been a long time. I have that figure. That is old and outdated.
Yeah,
they just did the Norman Osborn.
I was there when that Daken figure came out.
Yeah, they just put out the Norman Osborn Iron Patriot. I guess the Ares is kind of old too. They put him out twice, but Dark Avengers Moonstone. There it is. I'm
gonna get a drink. You keep going.
Okay, John Garrett says Moonstone is really who? It's like, is it Karen something, or someone in the chat will let you know. Let's see here. And then Spider-Man figures. Now this one's cool. Everyone's gonna like this. Oh wait, let me bring this up. Since they're doing Moonstone. Dark Avengers. So yeah, Ares, Daken. We kind of have that Hawkeye. It's old. That's the one with like the metal arm, right? And then we would need that Scorpion, which I think they've done that Scorpion before, but that one is really old. I think that was a Spider-Man Classics Scorpion. And then they just did like that super femme looking Sentry. But yeah, let's get a new Daken, huh? KJ Smith agrees with me. A new Daken would be great. Zakanen says I'd rather have Daken. Yeah, absolutely. Daken.
Daken.
How do you guys pronounce it?
Daken.
Daken?
Daken.
Like bacon?
Like
but
bacon.
With a D?
Yep.
All right. Moving over to Spider-Man stuff, because Spider-Man figures are like the one figures that like they kind of never go to clearance, right? They kind of never go.
Yeah, Spider-Man always sold really well when I was there. That's why I was like glad when like they gave me Spider-Man. I'm like, cool, I get a line that's gonna sell.
Now I need to correct myself, because there have been some Spider-Man figures that go to clearance, but not like deep clearance. Like you don't often find them at Ross or Ollies. Like sometimes like the Target exclusive negative whatever Spider-Man. I think people found that on sale. Some of the PS4 suits were found on sale, but it wasn't like the Eternals. It wasn't like anything from Disney Plus, right? Spider-Man sells. And so first up, and this one's cool. I love that they're doing the animated series, the Retro Chameleon. Retro animated Chameleon. I think that's a really good one. What do you think? You're not like the biggest Legends guy anymore. I think you picked one up here and there.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool that they're doing like the animated stuff. Like I like it, because they'll put it on those retro cards, which are always really cool.
Yeah. You're more of a DC guy anyway, but
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
Nerd Alert says that link list is full of peg warmers. I mean, when you put out 120, 130 figures a year, you're going to have a lot of peg warmers. And when you do C and D list characters, which like the diehards like me want to round out our teams and our Marvel universe, the average Joe doesn't even know who those characters are, and they're going to be peg warmers, right? That's kind of the thing with Marvel Legends. And like with Lockjaw, right? $70, dude. I'm gonna get that 2-pack for under 50 easy. It's gonna happen. It's on Amazon. It's gonna be a Black Friday or a Prime Day, $40 purchase for me.
There you go.
Just wait. That's what it's gonna be. But yeah, Chameleon's cool. I like that they're doing more Spider-Man animated and X-Men animated. X-Men 97 line is pretty good, dude. My kid and his friend are so into X-Men 97, and they want the X-Men 97 figures, and now they're gone.
Are they really?
You can get like Magneto in his purple suit, and like a couple others, but like Wolverine, Rogue, forget about it. Cyclops, forget about it.
The ones I saw looked really good.
Yeah, I think Wolverine and Rogue are both selling for over $100. Like,
whoa.
Yeah, and like my kid's friend is, he's 14 and he's really getting into action figures now. He's a collector. Which is cool. The younger generation, Gen Z collector, and he wants these figures. And I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but you missed out. Hopefully there's a re-release. I'm giving him the Astonishing Wolverine as a placeholder. Hopefully Hasbro will re-release the animated one, but he was stoked to get Astonishing X-Men.
I saw Gambit, and I almost picked him up, but I did not.
Yeah. Do you have the first Gambit?
I don't. Ryan Ting might have sent him to me.
You have the Mafex Gambit?
I don't. I don't have any Mafex Marvel figures.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's too bad. All right, we gotta move through this because it's a long list. 90s Clone Saga Kane. That's a peg warmer if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
And I know it's technically a Spider-Man figure, but it's not Spider-Man. It's a clone of a clone, right? Isn't that the Kane? It's the clone of a like.
I believe so.
Ben Reilly, like a dead. I don't know. The Clone Saga was so stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kane, a female Electro.
Another peg warmer.
Right? What is this? I didn't know there was one until I saw this list. I was like, oh, there's a female.
I wasn't aware either.
Right? I mean, there's got to be a female version of everything now, though,
Probably.
Just wait for the Netflix Electro series. Spider-Boy, now they teased his sneakers, and that's how we kind of know it's going to be this Spider-Boy. Right?
But now the question is will they package anything else with him to make you not feel like you got bent over spending $25 on it?
Well,
kind of like what they did with, what was it? Howard the Duck was packaged on his own with nothing else, and it was $25.
Wasn't there a Build-A-Figure piece in there? Maybe?
Was there? I just remember like seeing it like, ooh, that was bad.
I think it was like Cosmo's torso. Cosmo the dog. Yeah. Okay, so Spider-Boy, and then Spider-Man Unlimited, which was the follow-up to the 1990s animated show, Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah.
A really weird show, but I guess it's kind of it has a cult following now. Like I tried rewatching it a few years ago, and it's not good.
I mean, the thing is,
like
when you do these, it's kind of like, you know, when I was on Spider-Man, you always had to have a Spider-Man in the wave, because how you gonna have like a Spider-centric Legends wave without Spider-Man? It's like it used to be. They used to push Cap and Iron Man on the other waves. They've since like backtracked on that now, but it's still Spider-Man. You still have a Spider-Man in the wave. So it's like you're grasping for straws as far as like, shoot, what haven't we done? You know?
Right. Now the thing is, you know, with any version of Spider-Man, they're all kind of popping up in the Sony Spider-Verse movies. Like Spider-Man Unlimited popped up in that, you know, it's like in the background. But people that, you know, I mean, listen, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to throw them in my Spider-Verse display. Because I'm a sucker, Bobby.
You are a sucker.
I'm a Marvel Legends
simp. Vanguards, of course you're a sucker.
How dare you?
I just did.
I don't like you.
I know.
They're going to do another now Agent Venom, but I don't know which one. So there's anti-Agent Venom, but then they're doing anti-Venom. But I guess we're going to get a refresher on Agent Venom in, you know, black and white. So
yeah, because the Agent Venom, even that figure was like the Dakin age. That Agent Venom was a long time ago.
That was the first Walgreens exclusive, I think 2014. Yeah. So that was the same body as I think Big Time Spider-Man, but it had like the overlay of the armor. You know, his chest armor piece.
Yeah.
Very old, outdated figure. So this is a cool update. Now, this is the Reveltech version. This is also a $115 figure. That's why I didn't get it. Like, I think it's awesome. I think this is rad. But $115 for Agent Venom, I couldn't justify it.
Yeah.
You know?
I did a couple Agent Venom figures in the kid line, the kid Spider-Man Web Warriors line. That was fun.
Yeah. How about that? Good for you.
Nobody cares about kid stuff.
No.
They're like, wait,
kids do.
Toys are made for kids? Oh, wait. No, it's just about us.
Hey, I mean, listen, my kid was into the superhero mashers, you know, that you were working on back in the day. Line. You know, he was born in 2010. Hero Mashers was what?
That was 2012 and it was 2012 to 2014. No, it was 2012 to 2015, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we would go to Ross and he would find him there. And he, you know.
They squandered that line.
Yeah. And the 12-inch Legends line.
Yep.
So we got Agent Venom, Battle Damaged Spider-Man. Now, I'm hoping it's a comic version. But I don't know.
Like the old Toy Biz one?
Like the old Toy Biz one. Yeah. But yeah, so that's cool. You know, people have been asking for a Battle Damaged Spider-Man for a long time. And I think the reason why we haven't got it until 2025 is because, well, there's not a lot of reuse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they do it right and he has damage on his arms, his torso, his legs, his mask, like everywhere.
I hope it's not just painted areas. Like, you know how McFarlane does battle damage? She just paints it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I hope they actually sculpt the frayed costume.
Right. And, you know, they did that with the Marvel Zombies, like the Disney Plus stuff. Yeah. There was a lot. But then with Iron Man, it was just a repaint of the old Iron Man body. It wasn't really like a zombie, you know. There wasn't like bones and blood sticking out. It was just kind of stuff painted on.
Mm.
But, yeah, this would have to be a lot of new sculpt. So that's probably why it's taken so long. So we got a Battle Damaged Spider-Man and then an Anti-Venom, which they did, again, like 2015 or 2016, a long time ago. Horrible figure. It's on the, I think the Grim Reaper body or the...
Yeah, he had like boots, didn't he? Like he had like healed boots. Like I remember one of the Venoms had like healed boots, and I'm like, ooh, why has he got a heel on that boot like a superhero?
Yeah, that was bad. It wasn't the Grim Reaper body. It was the Hyperion body, I think. Yeah, it was trash. But yeah, a new Anti-Venom will be cool. Maybe on that, maybe new tooling. I don't know. It'll probably be a repaint. I don't know. Maybe the Omega Red body or something. We'll see. Okay, so back to the list. We got so that's the first page.
There's another page?
Dude, there's 4, but the last 2 are really short.
Holy crap.
So,
I just thought it was that one page. I'm like,
no.
This will be a quick show.
No. Well, I mean, we're an hour into it, but we're probably halfway through the list. So
okay.
Black Cat from the PS4 video game. So we're getting more PS4 video game stuff, which my kid will like. He loves the 2 games, So maybe I'll get Black Cat for him. I don't know. I just feel like she's missing something.
Right? I was just going to say, every Black Cat from now on, no boobies.
Well, like the one that you did was not
keep
as
saying
good
that. I didn't do that one.
I thought you did the Kingpin wave.
I did. Well, yes. We covered up Black Cat. The big boob Black Cat was the
Goblin?
Ultimate Goblin.
Ultimate Goblin
wave. Yeah, that was where Dwight gave her just like Pamela
gigantic
Anderson boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, however, has those super high heels, and she is always falling off my shelf and knocking everything down over there.
You can't put the females on the high heels. Like, just give them the flat boots.
Just give them the flat boots. Okay, Black Cat, a new Ghost Spider, but based on the PS4 game. So this looks cool, but I'm thinking of all the Spider-Man, this might end up like some of the old PS4 Spider-Man suits that peg warm, like the
he'll be a cool looking figure, but yeah, he'll peg warm.
Cool looking, but yeah, peg warmer. Yeah. Just because it's like, like a all white Spider-Man with the skull, like that's gonna sit on the shelves if it's in a normal wave.
Yeah.
And then now it looks like it so the list says alternate suit coded as 99. And I Googled that, and it looks like it's just like this suit, but from the PS5, Spider-Man 2 game.
Okay.
I think. I'm sure the chat will
I always like the PS4 suit with the white spider. Like, it just looked cool.
Yeah, this looks great.
Cool design.
Now, the one they did before was $35, and it was just on the Renew Your Vows body, which was it looked horrible. It didn't look like this. The colors were wrong. The body was wrong. It was, and it was $35, and like the accessories, it didn't come with enough hands. The price wasn't justified. However, guess what? The freaking thing still sold out. Never went to clearance. So I passed on it. I couldn't pay $35 for it. It was
dude. I'm trying to remember if I did this Spider-Man in the 4-inch wave. Yeah, I did. That's right. He's in a 2-pack with Mr. Negative. That's right. I was like, I knew I did this figure.
You worked on that one?
Yeah, I did all the 4-inch figures, but all those Gamerverse 2-packs. Yeah, those Gamerverse 2-packs were cool. Freaking awesome.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So Jeremy Kimberlin says PS5 Spider-Man 2. He got a new tweak suit, which I like better. There we go. That's what it is.
So can I go off on a tangent and tell a story real quick?
Absolutely. Are you serious? Yes.
Well, because I'm looking at that Gamerverse 2-pack with the Mr. Negative. Now, the Mr. Negative was on the Professor X body.
Okay.
Now, that Professor X body, what parts of it were used for a Cobra Commander figure, San Diego Comic-Con Cobra Commander figure.
Okay.
And we had moved the tools back over to use for Marvel. And then I remember the G.I. Joe Collectors Club wanted to do the last, it was either Tomax or Zaymot. They did one of the twins in the suit. And then the next year they were like, we'll do the other one. And they went to do them. And at this point, like, this was when I was on G.I. Joe also. And I helped design a lot of those last couple of years of subscription figures for the club. And they were like, hey, Bobby, the factory's telling us that, the tooling's not available for the suit body, but it was last year. And I like laughed to myself. I'm like, that's because I took it back because I wanted to use it to do the Mr. Negative figure. So, kind of screw them over in that sense. I don't remember if they ended up like waiting and they moved the tools again or something, or if they didn't end up getting to that second suited twin. I can't remember, but I just remember that specifically that happened.
Yeah, the Gamerverse line is something I think will be appreciated later on, like after its time, because, well, I've got one right here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I got to do Ryu. I got to do Mega Man. Like, it was cool. It was really cool.
That Ollie sticker.
There you go. There you go. I was actually just
Scott,
watching.
you sent this to me.
I was at the gym today listening to Robert's Infinite Realms video where he's going through those 4-inch figures, and I'm like, ooh, I forgot about that one and that one and that one. That was a great
Shout out
line.
to Robert.
Yeah, great line. I didn't get to do much with it, but because I didn't have any money to work with.
Well, it's funny you should mention the Gamerverse stuff. Let's see here. Oh god, we still got more X-Men and stuff to get through. Well, let's skip ahead because there is a Marvel versus Capcom line. Apparently, Shuma Gorath, Juggernaut, 100%. It's going to be a repaint of the Bath, I think. Even though the Juggernaut in the game doesn't look like that, don't you think they'll just like they got to tool up a whole new Juggernaut?
Didn't Toy Biz do a Marvel versus Capcom line that was pretty good for back in the day, like late 90s, early 2000s? And didn't they do a big Juggernaut figure, an accurate Juggernaut figure?
I don't remember. Captain America and Venom 2-pack, 100% repaints on that. I would think. I don't know. Now, do you think they're leaning into this because Jada Toys has been just knocking it out of the park with Street Fighter?
Could be. Hasbro does love to follow suit a lot. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's that Juggernaut. Yeah, he came with
Chun
Chun-Li, and he was really small.
Can you share your screen?
No, I don't want to share my screen.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me share it. Forgot how to do that.
Yes, Blue Venom, but what I'm saying is just like a repaint of a existing body.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
was really undersized. Really undersized.
Did they release him as a single? Like
I don't know.
Just in a regular Marvel line?
I'm like looking. I know they did. Oh, they did a bluish gray version that came with a bluish gray doll seam. Yeah, that line was cool. They had Zangief and Rogue.
That's cool.
It was a cool line back then. I mean, it's dated, but it was cool for what it was.
Yes, Spencer, easy repaint of 85th anniversary Venom. Yes. War Machine and Omega Red, 2 easy repaints. They've done that War Machine. They almost did like a Marvel versus Capcom War Machine on that retro card with the white and black, but no, was it that? No, that wasn't on a retro card because it was like
on a retro card. Or was he the deluxe figure?
Well, they did a deluxe. They did one on the retro card, but that was like more the comic accurate version. But then they did.
He was in the Iron Man retro line, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Marvel versus Capcom, the War Machine was just a modular Iron Man, but black and silver.
Oh, okay.
And they did that, but I don't think that was on a retro card.
Gotcha.
Wolverine and Silver Samurai, 2 very easy repaints. Those bodies already exist, and they've never reused that Silver Samurai body, I don't think. So they got to do that.
When did they do Silver Samurai last?
It was in an X-Men retro wave, probably 2018, 2019.
Okay. I'm going to look that figure up.
It's a long time ago. Suka says Marvel versus Capcom wave seems like a solid swan song. Absolutely. Like, man, this is the end.
Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. You got to use that chrome paint on him this time around.
That'd be cool.
You got to definitely change him up a bit.
You think they'll paint an entire figure like that, though?
They molded his arms and legs and torso. Yeah, they only painted certain parts of this figure. I mean, listen, go out with a bang. Just paint the whole thing.
Yeah. And then Psylocke and Thanos. 2 easy repaints. Of course, I think Psylocke will be on hopefully on an updated female body. not the one they've done before with the single elbows.
I
and all
wonder.
that.
Let's see. Those are deluxes. That's 2-pack, 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 2-pack. I wonder if they're gonna put them in those retro Toy Biz cards.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they could.
the retro Marvel versus Capcom cards that I showed. Yeah, I bet you they put them in those 2-pack cards. That'd be awesome if they did.
Cool.
Yeah, they love their retro shit.
Okay, so we got back to slide 2.
Yeah, go back to those X-Men.
No, I haven't gotten pictures of all this stuff because I was like last minute throwing stuff together for this tonight.
That's right. Nobody cares about Green Banshee and.
No. We want Green Banshee. We need him to finish the original giant size X-Men team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, need that green attire Banshee. Professor X, it says X-Men 97 hover chair.
So I'm like, are they going to do a new hover chair? Or are they going to use the one that I did?
Well, you did a comic version. The X-Men 97 is very angular.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's got the straight angular flat front. Wow, they're going to really retool that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Generation X Husk. So she is... I wonder how they'll do that. I wonder if that needs to be a deluxe Husk.
Husk was a girl?
Yeah.
Who was the guy that had the things that came out of his forearms that he threw? Come on, chat, help me out here.
I'm looking it up. Right
I'm pretty sure it was in that Generation X line. They had those weird guys. Shoot, what was his name? I thought that was Husk, but I guess Husk is a female character.
Right there.
Maggot. That's who it was, guys. Thank you.
Or Marrow? Are you talking about Maggot?
Was Maggot the one that had the things come out of his forearms? Maybe.
Well, Maggot had the big maggot things that he could...
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Morrow.
He was the guy that was in X-Men. They used him in X-Men 3. They didn't say who he was, but he was in the scene in the woods where he's fighting Wolverine.
Dude, I haven't seen X-Men 3 in so long. What was he fighting? I don't remember. I remember there was multiple man in the woods in that scene. Spike? Quill. The Asian dude that had the quills that came out.
No, it wasn't him. I'm trying to think who it was.
Everyone's saying Morrow through Bones, but she was an X-Man.
Yeah, she was a female. This was a guy. Yeah.
Matt with 2 T's says they gender swapped.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Spike.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking
Woody. Okay. Let's see here. Where did we leave
How have they
off?
not done Chamber yet?
No, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, like
Did I miss that?
a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Fabian Cortez. Who is that? See, I didn't get a chance to get this far in the list to look it up. Oh, this guy.
A dude in a suit or a dude in spandex. There's 2 versions.
Yeah. It's that new stuff. There we go. Okay, Fabian Cortez, Retro Mystique. So Mystique on a retro card on an updated body.
Okay.
Art G says Cortez's acolytes. Okay. They won't do Cardiac. No. Cardiac had some like legal issues with him or something.
That's like the one figure you'd get me to come out of retirement and buy of Dwight's is if they did Cardiac.
Yeah.
Listen, if they got to do Cardiac, they should just bring me back to work on them. They'll just be like, hey, listen, we owe this to you. You can do Cardiac.
Rom the Space Knight, we already knew that because they showed him at San Diego Comic-Con. A classic Adam Warlock is great.
Yep.
Haven't done him. Ultimate Miles Morales. Okay. Tobey Maguire Black Suit Spider-Man. That's an easy repaint for him. That makes sense.
I wonder if they're going to give him the Toby head with the emo hair.
With the emo hair.
Yeah.
They should put him in a suit.
And you could put him on a black suited body and make him, Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, he could smack freaking Ron Howard's... No, he smacked Mary Jane, not Ron Howard's daughter. He was like dancing with Ron Howard's daughter.
That's right. Yeah.
And she was Gwen Stacy in that movie.
She was.
But then he like backhanded Mary Jane.
Yep. She had the tray of drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, horrible. That is like some of the biggest thing that come out of Spider-Man 3 is the memes.
Right.
And then MCU figures, Daredevil from Born Again. That show's coming to Disney Plus, I think 2025. I guess they say it's gonna be the most brutally violent MCU project ever. Yeah. Okay. Which I would say season 1 and season 2 of Daredevil. I didn't watch season 3, but season 1 and 2 of Daredevil was probably, besides Deadpool, the most brutally violent MCU stuff ever.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna step it up again, like, damn, what are they gonna do? Punisher. MCU Punisher. I bet you that's just going to be a re-release, of the first one.
I wish they would redo, because he was on an old body, what was it, the Garth Ennis stuff, where he painted the skull on his face, and he was in like dark green like fatigues. They got to do that.
Yeah.
That version.
Yeah,
was great.
That was an old one, man. That's from early Hasbro. Deadpool San Diego Comic-Con 2-pack single release. So the one we got with Hydra Bob, they're gonna single pack that, probably with way less accessories, because that 2-pack was packed full of just random kind of stupid stuff. But makes you feel better when there's more stuff in the box. Zakana says, "Give me Ghost Rider 2099, maybe."
Ooh.
Okay, so we went through Marvel vs. Capcom, then an Iron Man wave. An Iron Man wave.
Wow.
Hopefully on the retro cards, because that retro carded Iron Man wave from last year, or was it? No,
I saw it. It was really good.
It was good, dude.
It was really good. Those figures look great.
Like, no one wanted Dr. I always call him Dr. Nefario from the Minions movie, but it's Nefari, Mr. Nefarious? I don't. I only knew him from the X-Men comics when he was in a suit, and now he's like in like a skin tight spandex with a cape, but that's old too. But I don't know. An unspecified Iron Man armor, that's cool. Mandarin, if they do classic Mandarin, baby, bring it on.
With the robe, yeah, baby. Soft goods robe.
Let's
Not
do
quite.
it. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Crossbones and Constrictor 2-pack. We've gotten both those figures before. They're both very old. We did get a Crossbones and like a Black Widow MCU wave a while ago, but that was on that Hyperion body. And yeah, we could use another updated Crossbones. Maybe on the Warpath / Omega Red body would be cool. An unspecified Punisher. I bet you it's the 2-pack Punisher that we're getting with Bushwhacker, but maybe with a different painted skull on his chest. One that's not so dopey looking.
It's too
Count
bad.
Nefaria. Thank you, Spencer.
It's too bad that they're probably going like retro Iron Man show, but I don't remember Punisher being in that show. But it's like, if they could just not make it Iron Man specific and do Punisher 2099. Awesome.
Okay.
They should do a whole wave of 2099. Doom 2099. Yeah, baby.
That'd be a lot of new tooling.
That'd be a lot of new tooling.
Yeah.
I'm asking too much of them.
You are. And then another U.S. agent, which we got, I think, 2 years ago. And he's like clogging the pegs at Ollie's right now.
Ew.
But they put him on the Grim Reaper body, They should have updated it. So, a new U.S. agent. That's the whole list.
Oh, that's it? We got through it?
That's it. Yep, we got through it. Any more thoughts on that list? Was anything stood out you didn't get to that you want to talk about? Or
no, the one point I was going to make before was when we were talking about Spider-Man 3.
Oh, yeah.
I find it interesting that X-Men and Spider-Man, the second movies, were the best in the run, and they were preceded by the worst ones in the run. Isn't that interesting? How do you
It
do that?
is. Yeah.
How do you do that?
I think Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi, he had to deal with a lot of studio interference. They're like, put Venom in the movie, put Venom in the movie.
But I think
And
if you didn't, you go back to that movie, if you didn't have Venom in, like, Venom wasn't the worst part of that movie. Like, he was bad.
He was. I think he was the worst.
I mean, he was bad, but I just think, like, if you took him out, you still had, like, not great villains.
No. I wholeheartedly disagree. I think
You had
Sandman.
you had Snowboard Goblin, Harry, and then you had Sandman, which he's not great. I don't think Sandman can be the lone villain in a movie.
I think, what's his name? Thomas
Hayden Church.
Thomas Hayden Church acted his ass off for that movie.
He did a great job. Like, he was great.
I think the tragic story of him and his daughter was excellent. Yeah. I mean, we got to remember Sam Raimi really leaned into 1960s Spider-Man aesthetics.
Sure.
I think maybe Goblin suffered because the guy, Harry. What's the actor's name? He got canceled a few years ago.
Yeah.
He's a horrible actor. Is what I'm saying. I've never liked him.
James Franco.
James Franco. Sorry, James, if you're watching this.
Listen, if he's so canceled that he's watching our show, that'll be really funny.
Yeah. But that I think that could have been good, with the whole story with him and his father and losing his father and blaming his best friend. But I think Venom took the whole movie off the rails. And I think they got the worst person possible to play Eddie Brock.
He was definitely really bad. He was
that
very,
70s
very
show got Topher Grace?
If
Whose idea was that?
Like, Thomas Hayden Church would have been a better Eddie Brock than Topher Grace. It's just like Topher Grace is little, and Venom just wasn't great. But I mean, it was also like super rushed. It's like, you can't rush Symbiote. Like, it's like, oh, Peter and Mary Jane are on a date and a meteor hits and attaches to Spider-Man's bike, and that's it. Like, yeah, it was super rushed.
Venom is worthy of his own movie with Spider-Man. I'm not talking freaking, the Ed, what's his name? Tom Hardy Venom movies. I'm talking, if there's a Spider-Man movie with Venom, you don't need other villains in the movie.
No.
Like, that can be its own movie.
From what I heard, Spider-Man 4 is going to introduce Symbiote Spider-Man. It's like, between Symbiote Spider-Man and Dark Phoenix, it's like they can't walk away from these stories. Like, they fucked them up. Don't do them again. Like, how about just be like, you know what? We didn't get it. We're not going to do it.
Well, I feel like the symbiote the symbiote story is a trilogy. Like the first one, you got Spider-Man with the symbiote suit.
Yeah.
At the end, he gets rid of it in the bell tower. Eddie gets it. Like, maybe that's like the last scene of the movie. The sequel is Spider-Man versus Venom, and the third one is they got to team up because Venom's offspring, Carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like they messed that up,
Yeah.
It's like, I remember watching Venom 2, and I was so bored. And I was like, I couldn't tell the difference between Venom and Carnage. Like, I wanted red Carnage. He just didn't look good. Like, there was too much like dark CGI, and I'm just like, give me these guys in daylight. Like, let me see red Carnage.
That's how you save money on CGI. You
I
make
know.
all the lighting really dark.
Yeah. Why do you think that in Pacific Rim it was always nighttime and raining when the kaiju showed up?
Right. Okay, let's turn to the chat. Got a lot of stuff to catch up on. First on Mython the Python with the Tater Chat. Thank you, Mython. He says, popping in at work. What's up, LaserPants and Mr. Vala? Appreciate the turret machine gun update. Hope everyone in the chat is having a great weekend.
Don't be thankful.
Mython.
I mean,
I got the Mython the Python. I got the Mython the Python mug right here.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I didn't order my mug yet.
Yeah, it's only $10.
Order my mug.
But it goes to a good cause. Right now, I'm storing some accessories in it that I've been opening some new figures. By the way, quick aside. The Loose Collector, La Muerta, is friggin' phenomenal. I love this figure. This is the Loose Collector Coffin Comics La Muerta. Did I say it right? Omar V? Did I say that right? Let me know. This is gonna go in my Ramen Racer with Pandora. Right there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, so Mython the Python, right here, guys. Someone dropped a link for this in the chat. Is this still going? Is this still going? The Mython the Python Hella Dope Toys cancer charity? If it is, put it in the chat. I'll pin it. $10, guys. $10 for a coffee mug. Help out kids with cancer. Omar V says LMAO. What? Did I roll my R correctly? Or should I just say La Muerta? Okay. Hot Banana Water with the super chat. Thank you, Hot Banana Water. Anyone care about the Marvel Unlimited exclusive this year? Hard pass for me, and I like Spider-Man. It's the Moon Spider. Spider-Man crossover with Moon Knight into a figure.
That really happened? Jeez.
Yeah, so it's on a retro card, which is cool. They're usually in a poly bag, and that's it. Thank you, Vishay, for putting that in the chat. I'm going to pin it.
Oh, that's the subscription, right?
Yes.
The comic subscription, yeah. Are those figures hard to get?
I mean, you could just buy the subscription. It's $100 a year. You get a figure and like comics on your iPad, like almost like most Marvel comics. Like I've been recently reading through the original Chris Claremont X-Men run from the late 70s, early 80s. I'm almost to the Phoenix Saga.
Okay.
It's $100. You know, I signed up for it. This was the first time I ever signed up for it. I got the figure is fine. It was the red Nova, red suit Nova from New Warriors. Figure's like, yeah, whatever. Comes in a poly bag. But this is the first year that it's come on a retro card, and it's a Spider-Man crossover with Moon Knight. I don't know anything about it, but I like the app so much. I like having those comics on my iPad so much. I'm probably going to sign up for it again and get that figure. Thoughts?
But like, are those figures like high on the secondary market?
Some of them.
Yeah, that's right. They did the Tony Stark. I was there for that one. The Tony Stark in the suit.
Yeah, with the red shirt and the gold tie.
Yep. So
they're all like very simple repaints.
Venom, Kamala Khan. I remember that Captain Marvel, the Ultron.
Yeah, the gray suit
Captain Marvel. Purple Deadpool.
Yep.
Rocket Raccoon.
I bought that purple Deadpool at Joe Fest for $40.
Gotcha.
That was before I was into it. The app. Omar V says Puerto Rico. That's funny. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to sign up for it for the comics, and I'll get the figure. But there you go. If it was just for the figure, I wouldn't spend $100 on it. Fossatino93, thanks for the super chat. Bobby, Small Soldier or Resident Evil? Both. Hey, those are both.
I mean,
pretty cool.
Resident Evil. I've thought about. I've definitely thought about it. It's a lot of tooling. It's a lot of tooling.
Capcom seems to hold their licenses very close.
They do, yeah. But it's just like you do Resident Evil. It's like, okay, well, you got to do the bad guy from the first one, and then Nemesis from the third one. You got to do the creatures that crawl on all fours, regular zombies. You got to do Claire. You got to do Chris Redfield. So it's a lot. You have to invest a lot into that line. Toy Biz did a Resident Evil line. The figures are expensive, but back in the day, those figures were great because the zombies had like parts that flew off of it and stuff like that. But it's like, if you tried to do that line now, it's too much. Like it'd be a huge tooling investment.
Okay. Small Soldiers would be cool. Those vintage figures are very expensive.
They are.
And Resident Evil, I mean, that's so kit bashable. I think customizers have a field day with it. I mean, you got
Even,
cops, right? You
even
got
small
zombies.
soldiers. Small soldiers that's all new tooling, and it's all every figure is its own.
That'd be expensive. You'd probably be looking at $60 a figure.
I mean, I'm like, I wonder if there's because that was a popular movie.
Yeah.
Like to this day, it's still popular. So I'm like, if you do I forget who the army guy and the beast names were, but if you do those two, yeah, it's some tooling. I wonder if I could, but if I made them so they weren't like, if they didn't look exactly like the figures in the movie, and like I made the army guy like off of the Atlas body, and then I just did like the creature guy, like he looked the way he looked. I don't know. I mean, could be interesting.
That would be interesting.
It would be interesting.
You could just do an Atlas like tribute to that. Just put them in those colors or something.
Could. That'd be funny, like an exclusive figure, and I do them like that. If I did like the what was his name?
Dude, I haven't seen that movie in so long. Gorgonite Scum.
Wasn't Tommy Lee Jones the army guy?
Yes.
And then who was the beast?
Good question. I could look it up, but I don't want to. Archer?
Yeah, Archer.
Gorgonites. Chip Hazard. Thank you. Faustino.
I'm like, if I did an exclusive that were painted to look like that, I could probably get away with doing Colonel Siege looking like
Chip Hazard.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
New head with a flat top. Yeah, I think Chip Hazard had a flat top. Thank you, Faustino93. Good question. Jim Smith with the Tater Chat. Thank you. Hang on, don't even buy Legends anymore. Trash. I get it, but I think they've been doing. I mean, Legends is like 60% trash, and then you get like some good ones here and there.
Yeah.
It always just hurts to pay that price for them.
I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
If what we're saying is true, and say that they lose the Marvel license, say they get the DC license, even if it's dumb shit Dwight doing it, if they do like Legend style DC figures, I'm all in, baby.
Dude,
I am all in.
I'm buying a second house.
Like I'm all in because I don't want McFarlane stuff, and I don't want to buy Legends. I want DC, but not in McFarlane styling. So
now, do you think
baby?
Do you think they could take like the Vulcan body and put like the Flash on the Vulcan body? Or would DC be like, nah, new tooling?
The thing is, though, Hasbro owns the tooling.
But what I'm saying is, because Kenner used to do that with everything.
The non-specific character parts, I would say they should be able to do it. They should be able to use those parts.
Huh.
Yeah, they should be. If Hasbro was good and their legal team fought it, they should be allowed to do it.
Would you call it DC Legends? That'd be good. Be a good name for it.
No, DC Legends. Legends of the DC universe.
TB Collectibles says, "Good God, I can just thank you for the Tater Chat, by the way. Good God, I can just picture Brian Flynn standing on 4 telephone books to reach the table to pitch for the Disney license." Hey, he had it.
Hey, I'm here.
He had the Disney license and he squandered it.
Yeah, because you did stupid stuff.
Yeah.
You really thought people were going to buy animated Robin Hood figures at $55 a piece? If you thought that was really going to sell, he's dumber than I thought.
I mean, if he was going to do it, it should have been a wave of Robin Hood figures.
Yeah, what did he do too? He did Prince John and he did Robin Hood.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, at $55, who are fans of the old 60s or 70s animated Robin Hood that are going to buy those figures?
Listen, that's a good Disney movie.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying
it's the nostalgia. It's the nostalgia of it, right?
Yeah, but $55, man.
I get it. $55 is
5-inch figures, something people can afford. You know?
But even his 3 3/4 is $20 each.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's
Jeez. How do you guys buy their stuff?
I don't.
No, I'm just saying, like, listen, I know
Omar V does. Omar
I know
buys
people
every
in the
Super
chat
7.
in there that are just like,
Yeah.
how do you guys buy that stuff? I get it. I get you're like, Ultimates Turtles, I gotta have them. No, I get it. But there's tons of companies doing Turtles. Why do you need to spend $55 on your Turtles?
Did you see that NECA is now going to do the 2012 Turtles?
No, that's Super 7 doing the 2012.
No, they're doing the 2003 Turtles.
Oh,
NECA,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
2003.
NECA's doing the 2012, which is my kids' favorite Turtles.
Got
so
it.
That's crazy.
Got it. Okay.
Every version of Turtles.
Everyone, listen, I bet you I could get the Turtle license tomorrow. And
Action Force Turtles.
I guarantee it. Listen, I bet you I could put Shredder in a Bone Collector mask. 100%. I could definitely do it.
You could.
Yep.
They love selling that license.
Definitely.
Let's see here. Ken's Toys. What's up, Ken's Toys? I still have all the Gamerverse 4-inch figures.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Randall Guzik, thanks for the tater chat. I am catching up, but is DC Direct a different contract than DC proper for Todd? No,
I don't think so, because DC Direct went away as soon as Todd got it.
Yeah, DC Direct is like kind of defunct.
Yeah.
DC shut down DC Direct.
Yeah.
But they're letting Todd use, I think, the molds and make new molds in that style to continue that line.
The animated line, yeah.
The animated line. Yeah.
Because he tried not doing that, and people were like, no, we have invested all this money into this great animated line that DC directed, and now you're giving these big figures, and they're like, no, we don't want that.
Right.
So smart move on him going that way, and doing it. But
yep. The animated figure Superpowers and Batman 66 was wondering. Well, Superpowers is under McFarlane, the McFarlane brand.
Yep.
And so is Batman 66.
Yep.
And he's even putting Batman 66 into his multiverse.
Yeah, I saw that. So it's like you have 6-inch 66 Batman, and then you have 7.5-inch 66 Batman. It's weird. Blazing with giant pins. I don't understand.
Right? Huge pins. Yeah. Thank you, Randall, for the tater chat. Oh, look at this.
Woo!
Tony Roberts, Analog Toys. Thank you so much. Bobby, if you had to make a Punisher figure, how would you do it?
I would do it. If you were listening before, I would do it. I love that Garth Ennis Punisher when he had the face paint.
Yes.
Like when he was green and he put the face paint on, dude, he was awesome looking. Like he was very tactical.
You could throw that on a duster body.
That's the way I would do
Yeah.
Punisher. I would make him just
he
like
had
that.
short sleeves.
Yep.
He had short sleeves, so you could do the duster body with the,
yeah, baby.
Custom.
Yeah, baby. I should
Who's
do that.
Who's gonna do it first? I even got decals, dude.
I should do an Action Force figure with a painted skull face. Shit.
Listen, I've been saying. Okay, so we got La Muerta.
Ooh,
right?
That was good, Ryan. That was good.
Listen, you need to do Sidewinder. He's from Mexico, right? He was fighting the Mexican cartels. Now he's part of Action Force.
Yep.
What if his old nemesis was like a cartel guy, right? With that sugar skull painted face. Dude, throw that in the line, baby.
I was going to say, or we could just do an exclusive Sidewinder.
With the sugar skull?
Yeah. Would that, that's for like what, Day of the Dead when they do the sugar skull face? When is that? Is that October?
Day de la Muerta. I forget.
Hold on, let me look it up. Day of the Dead.
Omar. Philly. Omar.
Day of the Dead. Friday, November 1st through Saturday, November 2nd.
I don't think the sugar skull is specifically tied to that.
It looks like it is.
Yeah. November.
I should
November
definitely
1st.
I should do a Sidewinder, a Day of the Dead Sidewinder exclusive.
There you go.
For next year.
That would sell like hotcakes, baby.
Ooh, baby.
That would sell
baby.
That would sell like.
Let me send myself an email so I remember that one.
Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome.
That would sell like empanadas. That'd be a good seller for you, Bobby.
Awesome. Because I'm starting to plan out all my exclusives for next year. Because, there are some people that have been asking for some. Couple of shows have been asking me for exclusives, like shows that I haven't done yet, but that have invited me to their shows. And like, oh, can we get an exclusive? Everyone wants it. Wants a piece, baby. Everyone wants a piece. But no, to do an exclusive. I would love to have an exclusive for every show I do. Like that's the idea,
Oh God.
Wow.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much, Tony. Appreciate you, buddy. Whenever you want the link, Tony, let me know. I'll send it to you.
No.
Oh my God. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Oh, I'm dying. Oh. Omar V has a new job as a 3POA Mexican culture expert. That's right. He's on the payroll now. He gets paid nothing. All right. Moving on.
Man, Day of the Dead Sidewinder. I'm so psyched for that now. It could be like the Warpath Eclipse.
Do I get a royalty since it was my idea?
No. Because you haven't made up for the blunders
I know
already. So no.
Don't tell the chat about
I'm not telling them anything. You and Tony have made enough blunders in the Action Force line, so I'm not gonna, we'll see how Day of the Dead Sidewinder does.
Telling you. It's gonna sell well.
Don't say that. You'll jinx it.
Brian Dillingham, thank you so much for the Dillinghamsm. Appreciate it always. Maximilian Tucker, thanks for the tater chat. Large tater tots and a number 2 with mayo. Okay. Coming right up. Hey, you have it your way on the 3POA. Oh, look at that. It's play, damn it. There we go. Articulated Ninja. He says, I'm late. Is Valor growing his dreads out again to make me look bad because I can't?
You know it, baby. You know it. Woo. Woo. It got to the point where I had to start like styling it. My wife's like, "Oh, you actually have to like do something with your hair now." I'm like, "Ah, damn it."
Wow. We haven't had Ninja on the show in a while. We got to get Ninja back on. We got to assemble the Avengers again. Remember we had Talker Art, Michael, and Ninja, Tony. Yep. That was a good show.
That was awesome.
Thanks, Ninja.
News team, assemble.
Brick, where'd you get a hand grenade? Jeremy Kimberlin says a couple years back was retro carded yellow red Daredevil. That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you, Jeremy. So this Moon Spider is technically the second retro carded exclusive for the Marvel Unlimited subscription. Okay. Figure Fight Club with the super chat. No message. Thank you so much, Figure Fight Club. I just sent him a little clip yesterday for his channel. He's starting a new podcast. So look forward to that. We got Cosmic Gladiator with the tater chat. Any news on Invincible line, Bobby?
I mean, I guess I could say it, because it never came to fruition. But I did pitch for the Invincible line, and they said no only because they said they have a lot of people in the action figure space right now, which I totally get. Because when I pitched it to them slightly different. I had a different take, but still very true to the Invincible characters. I just looked at it as like, okay, well, McFarlane had done comic accurate stuff. Diamond was doing very comic accurate stuff, or Diamond was doing animation. So I wanted to do almost like what I would probably call a Pursuit of Cobra take on it. I wanted very realistic, like if you cast these guys in a movie, how would their costumes look in movies? Almost like the way the boys look, like very accurate textures in the costumes, a lot of seams and plane changes and stuff like that. So I kind of pitched it that way just to differentiate it from what everyone else was doing. But they were like, look, we love the idea. We love your product. Like I sent them products. They love the Action Force stuff. They're just like, I think they didn't want to expand too much in the action figure space at this time. So, yeah.
Okay.
But I tried. See, that was one I tried for. That was one I thought that could be good. You know, with the animated show, the comics doing, you know, the comic was awesome. But, you know.
All right. Thank you, Cosmic Gladiator, for the tater chat. We got this one here. Bobby, I'm going to let you read this, and I'll be right back.
In all fairness, Bobby, you'll be getting your money's worth with those Resident Evil sculpts. Capcom re-releases all those characters in different games so often that it would be printing money. No, I get it. It's the initial part is big. So it's like, you know, the initial, it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, yes, you could definitely do, you know, reuse with it. It's just that initial tooling, like Nemesis is all new. I forgot what the doctor's name was in the first one that he became the big guy. But it's like those guys are all new, and you're really only going to get one use out of those guys. But you can use the zombies and things like that. But it's like those big bodies, those big guys, Chris Redfield, and Claire. You know, the Stars team, like that's a lot of figures. So it's just a matter of, you know, that upfront tooling cost. And it's like a line like Resident Evil, you can't just like dip your toe in. You can't just come out with like 2 figures and like try it out. Like you got to go deep. You got to say, hey, look, we're willing to show you that we're going to get behind this line. So that's where the risk would come in. But thanks for the super chat.
All right. Thank you, Tony. We got Scott Hughes here with the tater chat. What's up, Scott? He says, new IP idea. Mech bugs, insects with cybernetic battle implants, humanoid insect mutant hybrids with mechanical battle implants, endless possibilities.
I did a mech bug line for a project when I was at FIT in the toy design program. They were in these cocoons and they were like blind boxes, and you broke the cocoon open and you had different parts to make different cyber bugs. And like that was my blind box project at school. It was really cool.
Pokey87, thank you for the tater chat. Ending my birthday with 3 POA %. Thanks, fellas.
Keep going.
Where you going?
I'm going to find something.
You can't just leave. Leave me here all alone to do the show by myself.
Yeah, I can. Look, because I'm getting something that's relative to the show.
A briefcase full of cash for me.
No, just keep going.
For my Sidewinder idea. Ooh, what is this?
This is my portfolio from FIT.
Oh, look at that.
And this is where I had like really cool ideas and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that bug line is in here somewhere.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wait. Here we go. Bringing back memories here, fellas. All right. Remember when I said I did an Imaginext project?
Yes.
And my teacher worked on Imaginext. This was my what's it called? My Lazarus Pit Imaginext project.
That's cool.
That he pitched to the team. This thing was awesome.
That is cool, dude.
That is awesome.
How did they not make that?
Right? So remember the soft goods Conor McGregor I did when I was at Jazzwares?
Yeah, I have it.
That originated from this project. I did a soft goods wrestling buddy that, you know, you could wrestle with, and he was an MMA guy.
Bone breaking Bobby.
So, yeah, that was fun. Let me see. That was
look at these
storybook.
memories.
Yeah, that was my storybook. You know, so this is funny. Okay. I did this with Vonner when Vonner was on the Avengers line. Remember the 4-inch Chitauri vehicle?
Yeah.
I did the toy of that. This, I did the Spider-Man animated line. I did the Spider-Man and Shocker.
Oh,
do you know who hired me to do this freelance work? Lenny.
Really?
Yeah. All right, let's see. Where's the other one that has the bugs in it? This was cool stuff, guys. Cool stuff. Nope.
Dude, this is a video with Matt right here.
I know, right? I could probably. I mean, we could still do this because no one watches our show, but
right. You could totally do a video and get like 80,000 views. That's
true. I should. I'll tell Matt about this, but I'm not going to show it all. But yeah, where is that bug one? I remember it. Oh, I did a Silverhawks concept. I'm not going to show that one. I'll save that. Did that one? Nope. I have a feeling it's coming up. It's coming up. There it is.
What is it?
Insectoids. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
See, their parts came in a cocoon. It was a blind box. Look at that.
That's pretty sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, kids would have loved that.
Insectoids. You know what? Because this is my work and I own it. This is gonna be the next line. This is gonna be the next Valaverse line. Insectoids. Blind box. Cyber. Insects. That's what I'm talking about.
RG wants to be an intern for a day at Valaverse.
You don't want to work for me. I'm mean.
He is mean. Let me tell you. RG's not that far from you, though. It's only like, 5 hours to PA?
I'm going to text Matt right now that we just came up with an idea for a show.
Oh, do I get royalties for that idea?
Shut up.
Oh, God. I get nothing. Back to the chat. We got Carlos Rosado. Thank you for the tater chat. No St. Patty's Day Pandora? That's not a bad idea.
That is not a bad idea.
You could put her in a green shirt with the 4-leaf clover on it. Be cool. Let's see here. Mython the Python with the super chat. Thank you, sir. Spell out socks. It is what it is in Spanish. SOCKS. It is what it is. Thank you, Mython. Marvelous Nerd here with the super chat. Thank you. Long time no see, guys. Bobby is growing hair now. Another hair comment.
Yeah, I know. It's not,
were you like
groundbreaking, guys?
Were you like full on skin, or were you like a number one guard? I don't even.
I was like a number one, like a skin fade number one.
You have way more hair than you say you do.
I know. I always thought like I didn't, so that's like I was paranoid about it. But I was like, fuck it, I'll try it and see what happens.
I told you, you're the only one that notices it. No one else cares.
Listen, I you know what it was? I just think there's too many bald bearded guys in the world nowadays.
But they're usually bald.
You guys killed it. You ruined the trend.
Yeah.
Too many of you.
Thank you, Marvelous Nerd. All right, we got Fred F here with the tater chat. Thank you. I got the Elite Praetorian. So freaking awesome.
Thanks, man. That means you'll love the regular Praetorian.
I gave 2 away, and I got them boxed up. I just got to take them to the post office on Monday. So, good times. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate you, man. All right. Now, we were going to talk, since we're on the topic of Legends, Marvel Legends, Haslab. And we kind of touched on it a little bit at San Diego Comic-Con. Marvel Legends announced no Haslab this year.
Yep.
They're just going to do a made-to-order Dragon Man. Open pre-order on Pulse. It'll be open for a certain amount of time. They'll get their pre-orders. They'll make a Dragon Man. What were your thoughts on this? Are they winding down on Haslab because it hasn't been great for them? Giant Man barely made it. Engine of Vengeance failed. We've seen Black Series have a couple failures. The Cantina didn't make all the tiers, right?
Yeah.
Transformer seems to be kind of taking a hiatus from Haslab as well. And now there's this rumor, or this, maybe we have sources saying that the Disney license is going away.
Yep.
So where do you think this leaves us with Haslab?
I mean, They just did the Rattler.
I mean, G.I. Joe Haslabs, let's just say it.
Yeah.
They have done phenomenal.
Yeah, they have.
They have knocked every Haslab out of the park, every tier unlocked. I mean, Sky Striker's not classified,
but the problem is, like, eventually you're going to get an out. You can't hit home runs forever. Like, look at Marvel. Marvel had a bunch of home runs and then the Engine of Vengeance. So it's like, it's all cool until that one. So, what will they do is the question. It's, yeah, I don't know. Will they do a Mauler type tank like Ace is doing? Will they do a Sky Striker now? I don't know, but I could, you could guarantee more G.I. Joe Haslabs. What was the last Transformers Haslab?
Deathosaurus, I think. Or no. They did that Optimus Prime thing.
And that was last year and it funded, right?
It did.
Okay,
yeah.
So you'll do that. The thing is, after that, it's like, okay, well, Ghostbusters, nobody cared. Like, you did the Proton Pack. So it's kind of like there's really nothing left. So yeah, if you lose Star Wars and Marvel, you might have a really light, like, I'm trying to think if they would even, they probably wouldn't do another G.I. Joe Haslab next year, because if the Dragonfly isn't delivering until December, and then the Rattler won't deliver until, what's the date they said on the Rattler? There's no way it says 2025. And if it does, you guys know you're not getting it in 2025, because if you thought you were getting your Dragonfly and they push that thing out 6 months, what do you think they're going to do with the Rattler?
Now, so Yakface has said that the Dragonfly has landed in the States.
Okay.
So if that, and he's like, Jason is usually pretty damn spot on with his info.
Okay.
So if it's here in September, why is it not shipping till December, or are they going to move that up?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you get those things in the warehouse, you want them out as quickly as possible. I can't imagine that it's here and they're not sending them out. So, how do we have proof of that? Has anyone seen it? Has anyone seen it in a warehouse? Has anyone got confirmation?
Jason from Yakface is always spot on. He knows when stuff hits the ports.
Okay.
Like he has a guy at the port or something. I don't know.
Got it. Maybe it's not all of it. Maybe it's not the full run. Who knows?
True. Greg Harris says summer 2025 for the Rattler.
There's no way. There 100% no way. No, I put money on that. So in that case, it's like, okay, maybe you'll get 1,700 units.
Yep.
Yeah, they sold way more than that.
Yeah,
but
they did.
So maybe the factor is like, we're not going to have it all. So like, I do part of it, ship it, because it's also, it's the height of, container season. So it's hard to get containers. Who knows? It could be a number of things. So that's probably why they're waiting. So you might get another G.I. Joe Haslab towards the end of the year, maybe an announcement around Comic-Con. But yeah, it might be light for Haslabs next year, at least until, you get a new license. It's like, say they were to get the DC license, speculating. It's
Hall of Justice.
Hall of Justice. Say you did like a retro, like Superpower 6-inch line, and you did the Superpowers Batmobile.
What was the Legion of Doom thing that came out of the swamp? That the head. It looked like a head. It was like their base. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Why do I not remember that?
It was like the head that came out of the swamp. Yeah, Superpowers.
The Brainiac ship was the head.
Well, that was, yeah, but that was like a skull. Anyway, it was like a...
Hasbro Pulse says Rattler shipping fall of 2025. Nope. Mm-mm.
The
Maybe
Hall of
February
Doom.
2026.
Swamp Dome thing. Hall of Doom.
Yeah, so it'd be crazy to launch a DC line with a Haslab, that'd be pretty nuts.
I mean, I think they'll keep doing classified Haslabs until they fail a couple times.
Well, and that, it was hairy with the Engine of Vengeance and the Rancor. I think if they didn't have home runs after that, I think you would have seen Haslab. I actually thought Haslab was finished after that. But then it's like after that, you had the Hiss Tank and then Giant Man funded. But it's like then the Riva lightsaber failed.
I mean,
so it was like,
so that Riva lightsaber,
yeah,
that Hasbro had to know.
They had to know.
That must have been Lucasfilm, like, do this one. And they're like, we'll make it a Haslab because it won't sell.
Yeah, they had to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was never going to sell.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, listen, the Rancor failed 2 years ago. And they haven't done a Black Series Haslab since. Right? They did the Cantina.
Right. Cantina, yep. And they did the Rebel ship. They did the ship from Rebels.
But that was Ghost, but that wasn't Black Series. That was
no,
Vintage
I know,
Collection.
but the Cantina and Ghost were Vintage Collection.
Yes, yeah. But what I'm saying is they haven't done Black Series since. Technically, the Riva Saber is Black Series.
It is, but we all know like that.
Yeah,
it's not
but it failed anyway. So
yep. Yeah.
Do we ever see a Black Series one again? And if so, what an ATST, but that would be $400, $500 because an ATST at 6-inch scale is like 3 feet tall. It's huge.
Yeah. I just wonder. It's like the ATSTs, they're iconic, but are they iconic enough that people would want it for $400 or $500? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like Ghost and the Razor Crest, I didn't think were iconic enough, but I guess they are in that scale.
I mean, there's enough Vintage Collection collectors to fund that stuff. They want their big ships, And you can't do big ships at Black Series scale.
True.
Maybe a skiff, but a skiff would be 1.5 feet, 2 feet long.
Yeah, it's also like it's not. It's iconic. Like an iconic scene happened, but it was 10 seconds. It's like Michael makes a really good point about the Cantina. It's like people get crazy about the Cantina. It's like. Not much like, okay, yes, they met Han Solo, but it's like, it's not like where something huge and pivotal in the movie like took place. Like, okay, I guess you could say them meeting Han Solo was pivotal. They walked into a bar. They could have met him anywhere. But it's like, it's not like the iconic like fight at the Death Star or, Dagobah. It was just the Cantina. So, that meeting Han Solo could have happened anywhere. It's like Luke's training and that sort of stuff. That was pivotal to Dagobah. So, I kind of got off, but it's just like, is an ATST iconic enough for that? I don't know.
Right.
That would time would tell. But again, it's just like, I don't think they're getting Star Wars back. So, the Cantina might be the very last Haslab.
Black Series edit.
Stop it.
ATSTs are small, but not in Black Series scale. They're not small.
Yeah, they're still big. Like,
yeah, they're like, I said 3 feet, maybe not 3 feet, but they're really tall.
They're really tall.
Yeah.
They're really, really tall.
Are they gonna? Is the Black Series audience willing to spend what they want for a Haslab item? They weren't for the Rancor. The Rancor was way overpriced.
Yep.
And the unlocks were a slap in the face. So
it's like I wanted a 6-inch scaled Rancor. Like, I wanted it so bad, but man, they fumbled that one. They could have if they had just put a little more effort into that one. I think they just thought that the Rancor alone would sell it. But you needed a little bit more for that one. So it's
350 was too much just for the Rancor with figures as unlocks that we already had.
We already had
Salacious Crumb. We already had Luke. We already had Gamorrean Guard.
If you gave a newly tooled Rancor Keeper,
he should Rancor Keeper should have been part of the base offering from the beginning. When they threw him in, when they knew it wasn't going to fund, as a Hail Mary, they threw him in. It's like
it was a slap in the face.
He could have been in the whole time,
exactly.
And now you're throwing him in.
Exactly.
And that's
like, when they start doing that, it's like with the Engine of Vengeance. It's like, oh well, okay, no one got the early bird. We're just going to give you Robbie Reyes anyway. It's like, stop it. We know what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah. Yeah. Just give us the best deal up front. Stop the bullshit.
Haslab is the politics of the toy industry. It's like when politicians do stuff and it's very blatant and you're like, I see what you're doing. And you're like, you think like you're being slick, but it's a slap in the face. Like that's what Haslabs are. They're the politics of the toy industry.
When a Haslab hits, it's like election season for the toy community. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, just what do you think? Is Marvel done with Haslabs?
Yeah.
You think so?
I mean,
like you don't think like the Fin Fang Foom will ever?
No, if they get the license back, I could see them trying something like a Fin Fang Foom. But it's like I don't know if that's a strong enough thing. I mean,
if Fin Fang Foom fails, then I think it's really over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, Omar makes a good point. It was just the Robbie Reyes head, not even the whole figure. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Colossal Customs. I still want a 6-inch scale Rancor, but just the way they did it, I couldn't.
I wonder if they got the license back, would they have the balls? I don't think they would, but would they have the balls to try it again?
If they did and they said, look, you get the Rancor, Rancor Keeper base offering,
$300.
First unlock Azula. Second unlock is a newly sculpted, tooled, painted everything Slave Leia.
Yep.
I'd probably be in.
Oh, they would crush it. They would crush it. Yep.
And then like maybe like the last big unlock could be the freaking gate that fell on the set. So you got a backdrop for it, like that gate, right? Yep. If that whole package was $350, and I'm not talking a cardboard backdrop gate, I'm talking a plastic gate.
Yes,
I'd pay it. I'd pay the $350 for that.
I mean, I think I think people want it. I think they want it enough that but Hasbro wouldn't do that. Hasbro's not a huge risk taker, which is why they do Haslabs.
Right.
So, I think you could do it. I think you could do it and be successful with it if you just tried it again with the right moves.
Maybe not. But the fans want what the fans want, and the fans are the ones that hold the money.
Yeah,
Syndress.
Exactly.
So if they want the money, they got to make what the fans want to get the money.
Exactly.
And that's
Didn't
not
they
coping.
come out and say that there was no mandate saying they couldn't do Slave Leia? Didn't the marketing team
they specifically said there's no mandate.
Yeah.
There's no Slave Leia mandate. In fact, Slave Leia was up for a re-release. It was up for vote as a re-release at one point.
Oh, really?
And this is during the time when everyone was saying, oh, Lucasfilm says no Slave Leia. Maybe they do. I don't know. But that's never been officially said.
Yeah.
Ever.
They would never call her Slave Leia again. They'd call her...
No, they call her Hut Slayer Leia now.
Hut Slayer Leia. That's funny.
Yeah. They call her Hut Slayer. Yeah, I don't care what the package says. It can say Hut Slayer. It's going in the trash. I don't care. Yeah. All right. So back to the chat, and then we'll wrap this up. Salty Lead Farmer, thanks for the super chat. Still waiting on the announcement of Party Pandora. Party Pandora. Oh. Pandora. For my vamp, we'll settle for a bikini if I can't sway you into topless for the boys. Could you imagine if you tooled up a topless female body? Wow. That'd be something else. You could do it. You could just do it. It would be a very guy thing to do if I just did like a lingerie Pandora. But it's like, would she sell? If it was Pandora in a black bikini, would she sell? Have you seen these waifu anime figures that sell like the stuff that ninjas into?
I have, yeah.
Topless Pandora would sell. I got news for you. The only thing stopping you is you. Thank you, Salty Lead Farmer.
Listen,
Greg,
I'm trying to get into mass retail and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to be doing a topless figure anytime soon.
that's not going to happen. Greg Harris, thank you for the super chat. Bobby, what about Exosquad line for Action Force?
I've told you guys like that. Like, I mean, Exosquad, the IP, no, but I'm not going to give too much away. Me and Matt are working on a series for the YouTube channel that maybe has something to do with mech suits.
All right, thank you, Greg. Hammertron action figures. Hasbro does not want to make toys anymore. They do have, they said in that, it wasn't a press release, but something like they're going to lean more into digital entertainment.
Digital gaming, yep.
Yeah, digital gaming. So we'll see what happens.
From what I've been hearing, more is going out than coming in, which means more licenses. They're licensing things out than stuff's coming in. So that's never good when you're a toy company.
Yeah. Fossatino 93, thank you for the super chat. The Rancor would be my coffin figure. A figure that he would take to the grave.
Wow. Okay.
I would love a
like you would
scale.
You'd snuggle with it in the coffin?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's so funny. Quick aside, we went to the Met and we saw all the Egyptian mummies and stuff and all the stuff they were buried with. They were buried with like these little statues of stuff,
Yeah.
And I was like, look at these stupid Egyptian action figures. There's no articulation.
No articulation.
What is this? A Super 7 Egyptian
basic paint apps.
What is this crap? Stupid Egyptians with their stupid no articulation action figures that they got buried with. Horrible. Robert Diaz, thanks for the super chat. Marvel Legends could offer a Deadpool taco truck Haslab. That thing would hit every goal. And
I said it, man. I said it. That should have been this year's Comic-Con. With the movie coming out, they could have done the taco truck again because that item was so popular back then. What was that, 2011, 2012?
And the unlocks could be different variations of Deadpool from that scene.
Could be. Yep.
I mean, it was technically, they were in a bus, not a taco truck, but still.
Yeah, but you could have done dog pool.
They've done him, but yeah.
Yeah, but like movie. Like you could have done movie
right.
stuff. Like it could have been all movie stuff in a taco truck. That would have been awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Good idea, Robert. Thank you. It's Chad. Oh, let me get this. There we go. It's Chad. He says, I'm fracking here-ish. Thank you, Chad. I just got your text. Hope everything's okay. Blue Jay Entertainment. Tony, thank you for the super chat. If we do topless Pandora, you got to do topless Eclipse. You got to have reuse.
Well, yeah, of course.
Topless Eclipse, Kill Switch.
I could just call it like the swimsuit calendar wave, and do all the girls. Kill Switch. Yep. Gemini.
The swimsuit collection.
Yep. Swimsuit collection. Ooh, baby.
There's your soft goods bikinis.
Oh, baby.
49er Brian, thanks for the super chat. Ryan, thanks for the big win. Can't wait till I get that green Praetorian. I got it boxed up with your address on it. I just got to take it to the post office. I promise I'll do it Monday. He says, hashtag Zakanan Karma. Yeah, that was good. The channel members get that. That was on the after show. Yeah, thank you, 49er Brian. We are all caught up on supers. We are all caught up. So that was a lot of fun, man. I always like talking about Marvel Legends. One of my favorite lines to collect. Good times. So you have to get going. You're not staying for the after show, but I will have a special guest, at least for a little bit, on the after show. So members, stay tuned. New members, thanks to Zakanan, stay tuned for the after show. Anything else you want to announce, Bobby? You got Jolana coming up.
Jolana coming up, and I just realized that I believe B will be here by the time I leave for Jolana. So
awesome.
I think she will be a first release at Jolana. I think.
Cool.
And then I was just thinking about it, and I was like, well, the production is done on these, still waiting on the head and hand packs to finish. But I was like, maybe I could talk the factory into sending me a few cases of these guys for Jolana.
Could you imagine that? Jolana be popping.
Jolana, getting crazy.
There we go.
Yep.
First to
But
first to market.
I'll have Bone Collectors there. I'll have Praetorians there. So I'll have Muddy Vanguards there. I'm trying to figure out, people keep bugging me about the pink one. I don't know. And it's like, because there's only 50, it's like, I have to charge a lot for it, but it's like, what's a price that's like, that you guys are going to be like, that's ridiculous. But it's like, again, it has to warrant, like, there's only 50 of them. And, you know, I've given out like 7 of them already. So it's like, you know, that number keeps dwindling. So it's like, you know, what do you do?
Well, here's the thing. With that is, you're screwed either way.
Screwed either way, because
people are going to be so mad either way.
Nobody is happy. I was thinking about it with when I announced that I was doing the new turret gun, and it's like, I said, we're offering it for free. It's like, already I saw the comments. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, I better get this. And it's like, listen, no one's entitled to anything. This is a free item. The item was how it was, and it was fine the way it was. This is something extra, but I'm giving it to you for free. So it's like, how about just chill out? But it's also like, no one's ever going to be happy. There's always going to be the one guy, well, me. And then the other guy's like, well, I don't like that because that doesn't work for me. It's like,
always.
It's like why I went on the rant about exclusives. I'm not collecting the line anymore because I can't get it all. Guess you're not collecting toys at all, because every line does exclusives. That's the thing, guys. Listen, I'm not trying to pick on you, but like, you got to think about the stupid shit you say sometimes. You guys say really stupid shit. I'm not saying all of you guys. I'm just saying, like, the stuff that like drives me nuts sometimes. It's like, I'm busting my ass trying to make really great products for you guys. I'm like the only one that cares about the fucking customers and the fan base. And it's like, sometimes all you guys do is bitch, man. And it's like, how about just remember that you can't please everybody. You're so many different personalities, and not everyone is going to get what they want or like the way it's done, but it's done a certain way. Okay. Decisions are made and things are done. So if it doesn't work for you, move along. No, well, I don't like that. Oh, he gave us a free item, but did it that way. Like, how about just chill out for a second? All right. Just chill out.
Just relax. Relax and wait and see how it
but
gets
I'm a mean guy. I'm a mean guy because I say things like that. How about you guys try running a fucking company and dealing with thousands of people with different personalities that bitch about stuff all the time? How about that?
It's probably tough.
See?
Age of Relic NYC says, can I join the after show? You can. Just hit that join button down below to become a channel member, and you can join the after show. Give me about 20 minutes, and I'll get that thing fired up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
Channel members.
I do. I love you guys.
Bobby.
It's just the 10% of you guys that bitch all the time.
That's okay. Bobby. Now, last time you signed us out.
Nope. It made people got really upset. We got soft ass people in this community. So I'm just going to say you're soft ass people. I can't even joke around. So I'm not even going to say anything. Except
you don't want to say anything to sign us out? Like, goodbye, everyone. I love you.
I hope you guys all have a very nice day and that you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and that maybe a rainbow will come out tomorrow and you will have a sunshine day and everything will be fantastic. Thank you for tuning in.